Hello, dear students. So today you'll be solving the multiple choice questions of Julius Caesar Act 1, Scene 2. And before we go to the multiple choice questions, first let's listen to the gist of what happens in this scene. Since it is a very long scene, I will just be giving you a brief overview of what happens in this scene. So for Caesar is asking Calpurnia to stand in the way of Antony and ask Antony to touch Calpurnia because there is a superstitious belief that if runners touch the barren woman who cannot conceive, then the curse of infertility will be lifted. Then a soothsayer warns Caesar about the Ides of March, but Caesar dismisses him and says he is a dreamer. Let him pass. Then Cassius goes to Brutus and says, I no longer see the kindness and affection in your eyes. You are treating a friend with distance and seem very unfriendly. So Brutus says, I am at war with myself. Then Cassius asks Brutus, can you see yourself? So Brutus says, no. Then Cassius says, let me be your mirror and reflect your hidden worthiness. Because there are many respected individuals in Rome who have spoken about you with admiration and have wished that you had your eyes to see what is happening in Rome. Then Cassius explains why he does not want Caesar to be the king. Because he says that the people of Rome stand in awe of a man who is not better than himself. Once, when Caesar had challenged Cassius to swim across the Tiber River, Caesar cried out, saying, help me, Cassius! And Cassius saved Caesar. And another time in Spain, when Caesar had fever, he was crying like a sick girl, saying, Titanus, give me some drink. So Cassius says, it amazes me that a man of such a weak character should hold the victory alone. He compares Caesar to Colossus and says, we are like the petty men who walk under his huge legs and peep about to find our dishonorable graves. He says, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars but in ourselves. Then Brutus says, do not try to persuade me any more. I'll think about what you have said, and when we find a good time, we shall discuss such weighty matters later. Until then, remember, my noble friend, I'd rather be a poor villager than call myself a citizen of Rome under such hard conditions. Then Caesar is seen to tell Antony that he does not trust Cassius because he has a lean and a hungry look, and he believes such men are dangerous. Then they pull Casca by the sleeve and ask him what happened. Then Casca says that Caesar was offered the crown thrice, but he rejected it. And Caesar did not want to let go of the crown. But since the crowd cheered and clapped and made such a noise because Caesar had refused the crown that it almost choked Caesar and he fainted. So Brutus says, yes, Caesar has the falling sickness. So Cassius says, no, Caesar does not have falling sickness. But you, Brutus, you, I, and Casca, we have the falling sickness. And Casca says, just before fainting, Caesar offered himself to the crowd and offered them to cut his throat. And Casca also says that Flavius and Merillus were found pulling the scarves of Caesar's statues and they have been silenced. Once Casca leaves, Cassius and Brutus also depart, and then Cassius decides to send letters through Brutus's window, pretending that they came from different citizens, so that he could influence Brutus and change his opinion about Caesar, and the scene ends. So this is the gist of what happened. Now let's go to the multiple choice questions. The first question, where does the scene take place? A street, B, a public place, C, Brutus's tent, or D, a camp near Sardis. Second, who does Caesar call at the beginning of the scene? A, Mark Antony, B. Casca, C. Brutus, or D. Calpurnia? Third question. What does Caesar ask Mark Antony to do? A. Offer him the crown. B. Gather the crowd. C. Touch Calpurnia. Or D. Run the race the fastest. Fourth question. Why does Caesar ask Antony to touch his wife? A. To call her. B. To remove the curse of infertility. C. A superstitious belief that will make him the king. Or D. Both B and C. Fifth one. Who warns Caesar of the Ides of March? A. Soothsayer. B. Mark Antony. C. Cassius. Or D. Casca? Sixth question. What is the Ides of March? A. Beginning of March. B. The 15th of March. C. The end of March. Or D. The 18th of March? Seventh question. What is the significance of Ides of March? A. Caesar was crowned. B. It is the day of celebration. C. It is the festival of Lupercal. Or D. He would be assassinated. Eighth question. How does Caesar respond to the warning? A. He thanked him for the warning. B. He gets him arrested. C. Dismisses him to be a dreamer. Or D. He becomes careful. Ninth question. Who does Brutus refer to when he says, I am not quite spirited like Dash? A. Antony. B. Caesar. C. Cassius. Or D. Casca? Tenth question. What does Cassius say about Brutus's behavior? A. There is a lack of kindness and affection in his eyes. B. He's treating a friend with stubbornness and distance. C. A visible change in behavior. Or D. All of the above? 11th one. Why does Brutus have a change in behavior? A. He's tired due to troubled sleep. B. He is at war with himself. C. He is angry with Cassius's manipulation. Or D. He is angry at Caesar. 12th one. Why does Cassius want to be Brutus's mirror? A. To reflect his hidden worthiness. B. To show him that the noble Romans admire him. C. To flatter Brutus and compliment his ego. Or D. All of the above? 13th question. What does Brutus say he will do for the general good of Rome? A. Will love honor more than fear death. B. Kill Julius Caesar. C. Take an oath to safeguard Rome. Or D. All of the above? 14th one. Which among these does Cassius not mention when he gives reasons of why he does not want Caesar to be the king? A. Caesar drowned in Tiber River with Cassius rescuing him. B. Cried like a sick girl when he had fever. C. Caesar lost a sword fight with Cassius where he had challenged him. D. A man of such weak constitution should not carry the victory alone. 15th one. Cassius compares Caesar to Colossus and them to be petty men walking under his huge legs and find themselves dash. A. Honorable lives. B. Pitiable lives. C. Dishonorable graves. Or D. Lost and unhappy. 16th question. Cassius says, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in dash. A. People of Rome. B. Caesar. C. Noble Romans. Or D. Ourselves. 17th question. What does Brutus say about Cassius's persuasion? A. He is convinced with Cassius's reasons. B. He will consider, listen patiently, and discuss further some other time. He is glad that Cassius is his mirror during such difficult times. Or D. All of the above. 18th one. Who says the following? I'll rather be a villager than to repute myself as a son of Rome under these hard conditions as this time. A. Brutus. B. Cassius. C. Caesar. Or D. Casca. 19th one. What traits of Cassius does Caesar call dangerous? A. He seems fearless. B. He has a lean, hungry look and thinks too much. C. He is fat and has sleepless nights. Or D. He fawns on men and professes himself in banqueting with others. 20th one. Which among these does Caesar not mention as the traits of Cassius? A. He reads much and doesn't listen to music or play. B. He is a great observer and seldom smiles. C. He sees through the hidden motives of men. Or D. He can easily manipulate others. 21. How many times was Caesar offered the crown? A. 1. 2. Twice. C. Thrice. Or D. 4 times. 22nd. Why does the crowd clap and throw their sweaty cap? A. Because Caesar refused the crown. B. On seeing Caesar pass through the streets. C. Because Caesar won against Pompey. Or D. Because Caesar accepted to be the king. 23rd. Why did Caesar faint on the streets? A. The size of the crowd made him breathless. B. The crowd was too noisy. C. Because of his weak health. Or D. Refusing the crown choked him. 24. Who does Cassius say have falling sickness? A. Brutus. B. Caesar. C. Cassius, Casca and Brutus. Or D. Caesar and Mark Antony. 25. What does Caesar do before fainting? A. Asked Antony to offer the crown again. B. Offered them his throat to cut. C. He became sad that the crowd was happy. Or D. He apologized to the crowd. 26th. Who spoke in Greek? A. Casca. B. Cassius. C. Cicero. Or D. Decius. 27. What was done to Marullus and Flavius for pulling scarves of Caesar's images? A. They were ignored. B. They were beaten up. C. They were banished from Rome. Or D. They were silenced. 28. What was Casca's reply to Cassius's offering him to have dinner tomorrow? A. If I'm alive, I'll come. B. If the dinner is worth eating, I'll come. C. If you don't change your mind, I'll come. Or D. All of the above. 29. What does Cassius say to Brutus about Casca once he leaves? A. He was sharp in school, not now. B. He puts on a show of stupidity now. C. He was not sharp in school, but now he is. Or D. He cannot carry out bold and noble enterprise. 30. Why does Cassius throw various letters to Brutus's window? A. To influence Brutus to go against Caesar. B. Hinting at Caesar's ambition. C. To make Brutus believe that Rome holds his name. Or D. All of the above. Okay, so that is done. You have completed all 30 questions. Here is the answer key. Please pause the video and check your answers. And don't forget to watch the line-by-line explanation of this scene. The videos are in two parts because it is a very lengthy scene. So I'll be attaching the link of the part 1 here. Please watch it. Share this video among your friends and you can have a wonderful time doing these multiple choice questions together. Study well, God bless you, and if you haven't subscribed, do it right now. Thank you.